if you've seen through rather this concept of free will, Jesus Christ, if we had free will, the first thing I would do, I don't know about you, Rob, but a long time ago, the very first thing that I would have done was I would have changed my thoughts if I had free will, because I believed I was the thinker, right? Now, if I had free will, the first thing I would have done was change my thought patterns, change them.
Yeah.
It was horrible
Yeah.
in there. It's fucking horrible.
Torture. Yeah.
Oh, torturous, yeah. That would have been the first thing I would have done. Just change my thoughts, And you just go, holy shit, you can't change your thoughts. And you sit in meditation and try and calm the mind, and sitting there trying to calm the mind. It doesn't dawn on you that it's the mind trying to calm the mind. And it's like trying to put out fire with fire or drown water with water. Like sometimes, I've sometimes said to people, if you're going to meditate, meditate on the meditator. Who or what's sitting here meditating? Meditate on that. Don't meditate on trying to calm the mind down, or because everyone's doing meditation to gain something. They really are. We're doing. Nobody's going to sit there in their right mind for 30 minutes or an hour every day for nothing. They're trying to gain something. You know what I mean? Which would be the me character, the story of the me character, believing it needs to get something or gain something or arrive somewhere or whatever. Even if it's I've got to quell the mind. You know, meditate on the meditator because we think it's me sitting here meditating. We might want to check into that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, where to from here? Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Just everything that's happening, everything that we're doing, everything with the thought that comes through, or speak that comes out of the mouth, or moving your arm to pick something up, or whatever, it's all happening spontaneously. All of it spontaneously
Yeah.
in the moment, in the now. Can't happen
Yeah.
in the past, it's happening now. And life's doing a pretty damn good job, I think. Pretty damn good job, you know. I mean, it had to drag itself through the shit of the mind, right, to kind of arrive here, But that's the setup, on purposely set up like that. So, yeah,
It's so it's great to this expression, free expression.
yeah,
Uh, uh, it's just fun.
yeah, yeah. And look, it doesn't hurt at all because it's all inclusive. It doesn't hurt either to get confirmation. It doesn't hurt. What's the harm?
Yeah,
There's no harm in confirmation because all I've done is share with you, and you're either going to go, yeah, I get that, or not. So I can just share, yep, this, all the stuff that just came
it's
out of me.
beautiful. It's
Yeah,
it's
and
beautiful. It's
yeah,
beautiful.
see, the only way you could say that is if you knew exactly what it was I was talking about. It's the only way. The only way. It's like when you hear the truth, you know. And when you're not hearing the truth, you know. And it's such a beautiful thing to hear the truth being expressed. Just like, you know, yeah.
It's beautiful because it's, of course, beyond everything. It's just uh, I
Gets hard to speak,
it's
doesn't
beautiful.
it?
Yeah,
Gets hard to
it's just
speak. I know.
yeah.
But, oftentimes you don't even have to speak. A smile says it all. You know what I mean? Just, or a laugh or a giggle or, you know, they're the telltale signs that I start to get when I'm working with somebody that they're starting to see. They're starting to get this because I'll just start to smile and start to have little laughs and little chuckles and oh my God, people that are sitting there very, very serious and think they've got a good handle on this or they think they've got it. I go, oh, well, Jesus, tell your face that. You know what I mean? Because the freedom is in the truth. It's just in the truth. My teacher used to say to me all the time, that Terry, the truth will set you free.
Oh yeah.
And I used to go, yeah, but truth's subjective, isn't it? Is there an objective truth? Like, I used to go, you know, until I finally saw, and
Uh-huh.
he was dead right. It's just the truth. I've got that on my
Yes.
website. This is a truth fact finding mission. This is not spiritual. I
Yes.
don't put a tag on any of this as being some spiritual, lofty, Jesus Christ. But then everyone's going to have their own definition of what spirituality is. You can imagine, right? It's like, no, let's cut that out altogether. Let's just deal with facts, just facts,
Yeah.
fact finding mission. Let's use logic, reason. Let's be rational. And if a person can do that, it's not so difficult because the truth is, this is very simple. There's just this. I'm not, when I say just this, I'm not saying it has a form or a shape or a location. I'm not saying that, right? So there's just this, yeah, and then there's the mind. That's it. They're the two
That's
things
it.
that seem to be happening. You know what
That's
I mean?
it.
And
That's
up
it.
until I saw, up until I saw where I lived my whole life was in the mind, and that's where everyone else is living. Everyone's living in their own head. Their reality is what their mind is saying reality is. And we live in there. We don't even realize we're living in there. That's where we live. Till someone comes along and they start shining the light on what's actually really happening. Yeah, well, hang on a minute. And you start to see, and then a gap, it's like almost like a gap starts to get created between this and the mind. Whilst there's no gap, yeah, this wears the mind like a skin, creates a
Hmm.
me, and I'm in this body, and there's no gap. There's no gap. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful.
It puts on quite a show.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's, it's just this. People go, what do you mean by this? One day you'll find it. But instead of focusing on just this at this stage, let's work out what you're not. Have to do that. We have to do that. We've got to break through the illusion that there's a personal self here that has free will and is a thinker and the doer, the mover, the shit. That illusion has got to be shattered. And it's not difficult to do. Difficult to do. Oh yeah, but this is my body. Really? And what's your name? My name's Terry, and this is my body. You go, okay. And we just use the amnesia pointer. Now who's here to claim a body? Where's Terry gone? Gone. Like, not here. Still a body here. Now who's going to claim ownership of the body? Terry's gone. It's like, good, Robert. Bloody fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. I I myself, even after the lights turned on, I would still watch some of the teachers, not all of them, some of them, the teachers online, out of entertainment and I loved hearing the truth being spoken.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Francis Lucia. He's French,
Mm,
speaks English. He
mm.
does talks in English. Yeah. He's one of
Okay.
my favorites. One of my favorites. There are others out there. But for a little while, I just used to love hearing it being expressed. Just put a
Hmm.
big smile on my face. I wasn't there because I
Yeah.
had questions. Not at all. I just love the expression.
Yeah, just that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Mm.
and then I stopped looking a long time ago. But every now and then someone will say, "Oh, have you seen such and such?" And I go, "No, don't no clue who he is or she is."
Hmm.
And they'll give me the name and I'll jump online. I'll just have a quick look. I usually know within 5 minutes whether I want to continue looking or not. And sometimes I do and
Hmm.
sometimes I don't. It's nice, I think, for me to at least try and keep a little bit abreast with what people are watching out there. Because if I get somebody turn up here, say, tell me
Hmm.
about yourself, and they do a little bit, and I go, okay, who do you resonate with out there? If I know the people that they resonate with, it seems to give me
Hmm.
like a window in to how to communicate with them.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It seems like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Most well, they back when I was searching for answers and things like that, there's I still, well, now it's even more, but even back then it would take me a few minutes just to know, okay, this person is just
Yeah.
knows the concepts and it's just,
Yeah.
you
I should
know,
also I should
they,
also add it's a bit remiss of me. Francis Lucia and Sailor Bob Adamson. Sailor Bob
oh
Adamson was
yeah,
my teacher. He was my teacher, you know.
yeah.
So it's a bit remiss of me not to mention him, but it goes without saying, obviously. But yeah, Francis Lucia, I like
Mm,
listening to him.
okay.
Um, you know, uh, Rupert's good. Um, I,
I
I
read
must admit,
David Carr's.
I do like listening to Jim Newman and Tony Parsons purely for a laugh,
Yeah.
just for a laugh. You know, they're so
Yeah.
they leave nothing. They leave nothing at all. And even though they leave nothing, I know exactly what it is they're communicating with very little that they say. Even like I go, yep, I get it. But then I kind of thought, Jesus Christ, how are you guys going to get anybody coming to you to understand
Hmm.
this? There's nothing. No, there's nothing happening. You're not there. I'm not here. It's just nothing happening. Like that's the gist of their talks. Jesus Christ. That's true, but I don't know how anyone's going to grasp that until they've seen through this idea of a me character. I don't know how anyone could grasp that, but apparently people do. So it's amazing. It's amazing. You know, I don't know. The
Oh,
best book I ever read was I Am That Nisargadatta. Best
okay.
book, best book. That was like
Yes.
a
Okay.
Bible for me.
Mm.
And it made sense because that was my teacher's teacher. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
I understood it. I got it really quick.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. I just want the reason that I'm saying all that is, if the seeking is stopped, fantastic. It doesn't mean you can't still entertain yourself watching other
Of course.
fabulous teachers out there. It's
Of
great.
course. Of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course. Yeah. 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 No, it seems to be opening up. Uh. Uh. You know. Mm,
It does.
I'll.
It does.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah. And you don't have to do anything.
No.
It
No.
just
That's
does. That's what
clear.
I mean by it's
Yeah.
self-revealing. It reveals, it reveals, it reveals, it reveals, it reveals. It's not, I don't mean to make that sound like it gets bigger or broader or just the understanding seems to deepen. That's all I would say. You're not You're
It
not,
feels that way. Yes, it
yeah,
feels that way.
just the
It feels that
understanding. It
way.
just seems to deepen, you know, and then you'll
And
have
and
insights.
settle.
You
Yeah.
have little
Settle.
insights.
Oh yes.
Mm,
Yes.
mm. It's great.
Yes.
And you're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just happening,
Mm-mm.
just like it has
Yeah.
always happened, including all the little me thoughts and all the thought that was also just happening. It's incredible. The can you imagine the intelligence behind all of this, Robert?
Mm-mm.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
Like, I mean, I can, but I can't
Mm.
at the same. Like, it's just,
Exactly.
oh my God.
That's exactly how it feels. We
Yeah,
can
like
and we can't.
yeah, like I know it. Yeah, but holy shit, are you kidding me? You know, from our perspective as a human being, you and I are just sitting here. Yeah, our experience is we're sitting in space, and there are things, and the things around us are solid. From the human experience, that's what we think is happening. Yeah. A physicist will tell you all day long there's nothing solid. You know, that they still haven't found matter yet. You know, we say that's matter, that's a cup, that's matter. They still haven't found matter. Yet we call things matter. You know what I mean? But they haven't found it. Just keep finding space, space, space. No matter how deeply they drill in, space. So everything seems to be solid, seems to be a laptop, seems to be a tree, you know. But if this all just completely shut down, like the analogy I was giving you earlier, if all the internal dialogue turned to Chinese, yeah, now there's no division, there's no two, there's no here, there, this, that, me, you. It all stops. And then there'd just be this.
Yeah.
It's the this, you know. Up until we arrive there, all we've been doing is discovering what we're not. I would hardly call that seeking. Think about it. Yet I'm seeker. I'm on the path. I'm seeking.
The
You know.
path. The
Yeah,
path.
yeah, on the path. But all we've been doing is coming to understand what we're not, what we're not, what we're not. Seeing how the mind constructs things and thoughts, and yeah, coming to understand what you're not. Yeah. Once that finally dawns and it drops, and you find yourself bang right here, then I would say the inquiry starts. But it doesn't start with the mind, it starts from direct experience. It's not a mind inquiry. Now it's here. And just, well, difficult to use words. It's almost like marinating in just this. I don't know how else to put that. Marinating in just, but
No,
anyway.
it's received.
Yeah,
Received,
yeah, yeah,
understood,
yeah, yeah,
felt. It's
yeah,
felt.
yeah. Beautiful.
But on unfolding at its own pace. Just
Yeah, 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 yeah. There's a two kinds of knowing. One's an artificial one, which is the dualistic knowing, the mind, polaric opposites, boom, 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 right? There's that kind of knowing. There's a non-dual knowing that doesn't work polarically. Now, how the hell could I explain what that is using language? How could I possibly? Someone else might be able to. Fucking good on you if you cannot. Like I can't. You know? But there is a. It's just there's just a knowing. You know, that's what Nisargadatta. He was given the pointer. Just stay with the I am. That's all he was told to do. 4 years later, boom, he just stayed with the I am. He stayed with just this. And from here, just this, yeah, he observed everything else that was happening thoughts, mind. Incredible. Stay with the I am. And that's a pointer. Because what the hell's the I am? You know what I mean? Two words again. What's the I? What's the am? What do you mean stay with the I am? You know what I mean? Yeah. Good on you, Robert. Good on you. Good on you. Can't remember how long it's been since I've had a conversation like this. Quite a while. I've had them, but quite a while. Most people are still trying to see through the illusion. And, so this was a pleasure.
Oh,
Mm, this was a
totally
pleasure.
likewise. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm glad you chimed in. Um,
Hmm. Beautiful,
it's
beautiful,
love
beautiful,
meeting
beautiful.
love.
Yes,
It really is. It's just
it
simply
is.
love meeting love. Some people might go, it's
It is.
consciousness meeting consciousness. It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you know, like
That's
this
the
is not
word that
made
came
up
to
of
me.
consciousness, awareness,
Hmm.
love. It's not. It's just one
Hmm.
thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's only this that would divide it up. But
I
yeah,
feel it. I feel it with the. I feel it here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
beautiful.
My teacher would say, what just occurred here was a heart to heart.
Yeah.
Like beautiful. It wasn't a mind to mind. We didn't do a mind to
Mm-mm.
mind. We didn't. Yeah. You shared, I just shared, you shared, I just, that's a heart to heart.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Robert.
Hmm.